visuals on the team. We want to continue to grow, so we are stronger together when we fly together.
Flock up or flock off, not you. You stick around, cause it's about to go down. Oh yeah, we back in here. You now flocking with the most energetic entity in the Eagleverse. You already know y'all to sabe todo lo vez. Come gente, mama flockers, papa flockers, flockers and flockettes, flaquitos y flaquitas, and all that, man. We just ain't here on a Thursday, Woo, what's up? Yeah, man, we talking about commas, an aura of commas. Because, you know, we better together when we fly together, as he always says. They're right here, right now on a Thursday, Day. You already know how I like to do around this time, at this time. Yeah, you know what time it is. It's Eagles and Carcass. It always is in the Eagleverse. Come on, man. But yeah, let's keep the maniac thing. Please like and subscribe. If you about that fly, Eagles fly, drop a comment in the box. If you flying with the flock, let's fly. Do remember, join the maniac thing, Noti gang. You hit that bell, you get a bing whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. And let's always keep the main thing. I hope this video finds you in good vibes, good tides. If you're not there, I hope this helps you get there, because we about to go there. Oh yeah, it's been such a fast time since the last time we've been on this thing, man. And it's like, so much has happened in that span of time. You know, I hop on, hop off, and all that, and all flock on, flock off. You know, flock up, flock off. Not you already. So yeah, but you see, you got a little bit. You see what's going on? That's crazy graphics. What? We got graphics. Oh, graphics. Yeah, shout out to OG, the original graphic, my man. You already know, man. Thanks for all that. And thanks for all the support out there, man. The flock is flying to the top. Subs just keep going up, man. Thanks for the support. And all that. I'm loving it, man. It means so much. Because, you know, I need this therapy. Otherwise, it would be crazy. I'd just be as crazy as it was before. You know, like, yeah. It's kind of what, yeah, I think that's what made it. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a few things going on yesterday. So what we're going to throw in the flock pots, what we got for your flock pots right now. We got a little bit of, presses. Had a bunch of the players, had a few presses yesterday. Got to meet a few people. We're going to get into that. We're going to throw that in the flock pots. A few new signings. Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, things are flocking up over here. Very fine. Things are coming together very well right now. So, you know what I mean? We're going to throw that in our flock pots, chop it up, throw it on the table, and you consume it how you see fit. And that's what we do about this time, around this time, at this time. Let's get right to it. Yeah, no whiteboard today, man. We just, real quick, impromptu, Eagle Maniac and all that. And we're just gonna hop in here, one hit a quitter and all that. Like. I'll take a look. That's funny. So, what do we do? Whoa, I got into a lot today. So, a few of the players that presses yesterday. The first dude that popped across my Eagle vision was, Bradbury, but I don't know what is this. Well, I guess I put it. Nope, I didn't put it out. But whatever. We're just gonna break it down how I see it. But man, Bradbury was the first one to pop on, man. And we're gonna get into him when it's time to get into him. Pause. AJ Brown. He just said, he sees stronger focus. Not really much of a change in Jalen Hurts. Just more hungry, more focused than ever. And it seemed to be echoing throughout the locker room because, how I've been saying all this time anyway, man, just, all those times that we've been built up to be the top of the tops, more often than not, we flop from that top spot when it starts in the beginning of the season, and I just feel like Jalen Alexander, the great Hurts, dare we say Professor Hurts, Dr. Hurts, you know what I mean, my man over there getting degrees twice by the age of 24. It's crazy on a Thursday. And so, you know what? I mean, it's only fitting that everyone that they were speaking to yesterday, because, of course, they were going to be asked questions about Jalen Alexander, the great Hurts, So he said he sees nothing switching up with him. He said he's more focused than ever. I believe he stepped in a week later than a lot of the other players did. He said he just didn't feel right that he was ready to hop in yet. He didn't have his conditioning tuned to where he would want it to be. So he chilled out, but came in and, got straight to work. And when they asked him about, as far as work goes and what he's doing, he seemed to have this focus, it's like a switch. And I feel like they've all got that right now. We're here in the bowl season, so that's all we could do is boast about it. We don't really know what it's going to translate to when it comes to the field. But it seems to be that concertedly, all these guys, they seem to be locked in, flocked in. You know what I mean? Little quick note, little funny deals, that we got into was Smitty doesn't want to, at least AJ Brown thinks that Smitty doesn't want to play COD with him because he's not good enough. He sucks at COD. That's crazy. I can't see AJ Brown, not sure, but you know what I mean. He's maybe sketching shots. I don't know what's going on. But he said him and Smitty, they talk every day. That's dope to hear that going on in that room. And he's just hyped about the other guys coming into the wide receiver room. The more the better is the way he sees it. These guys are here to teach. They feed off of each other. It just seems to be that same old good unit that we got going on from last year. Just a little bit hungrier. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Brand has something to say about that. He said we need to stop being fed. Maybe we getting fat on filet mignon and all that. I don't know, man. Who's to say he's wrong or right now at this point? I'm going to say he's wrong. But you know what? When you think about, you hitting pinnacles, I mean, that's what the Patriots said about us that year too. Like, it was like, I don't know if them dudes are going to be able to handle success after we win the Super Bowl. I thought it was more so sour grapes on their part, but we're going to see what's going on this year when it comes down to the gritty, nitty gritty and all that. Because once again, Jalen Alexander the Great hurts. And one more funny thing, he said that he didn't know what's his name, Brian Johnson's voice. When he heard him on the iPad, it was like, who's that guy? It's crazy. But he said he does know that this dude talks loud. I guess it was just different. Caught him off guard, possibly not hearing Shane Steichen's voice in the meetings over the iPad, and Brian Johnson taking over, hearing a whole bunch of good things about that. Next up, we had Kelsey in his presser. These are just my takeaway from it. Nothing else, nothing more, just how I see it. Got to talk about my Eagles as I see it. Open your eagle eye. Ah! And all that. So Kelsey says, back to what we started off the beginning with, said he feels there's an aura of calmness. Now me, I'm a silly guy. First guy here used to call me a silly Philly guy. Yeah, craziness, right? So anyway, I'm a bit off sometimes. Sometimes I don't quite process it as quick as I should. We've all had that times. We've all had I don't want to disparage anyone by saying what I normally call it off camera. So we're going to just keep it at that. Sometimes it's just a little bit off. Yeah? You need your V8, if you will. You know what I mean? It's a little bit on the slant. For people get crazy out here. Anyway, the point is, Kelsey was trying to find a way to say what he was saying during the press. And, he said, Jalen Hurts hasn't changed so much. He just sees that same guy determined to win, that same guy with a uber focus, the same guy with just this immense maturity, not surprised by anything that he's done in this offseason as far as getting his master's degree and all that. He said, he's not surprised because when it comes to a guy like Jalen Hurts, this is just par for the course. This is what he does, But then he said, you know what? No, not so much him, but I've sensed, a sense of aura. And when he said aura, I thought he was talking about the overall feeling of the team. He's a sense of aura, commas. And me, I'm taking the commas more so as question marks, not really, but commas. There's a comma. There's not a period on the end of the statement that they made last season, more of a comma. Like a to be continued, if you will. Like we're gonna keep going, But then I had to slow down. Heard Kyle Brandt just now break it down. It was the NFL Network. I don't know if it was Kyle Brandt or if it was Strager or McCourty or Shorty. What's her name? Yo, I'm really flocking with her. She's been killing it lately. Dropped her name. Anyway, whatever the case may be. He said it was an aura of commas meaning all those commas and those zeros on his checks now, So yeah, silly for that one. But I like my way better, you know what I mean? It's just an aura of commas because that's what I would want it to be around. I like an aura of commas around the locker room. But Jalen Hurts definitely has a lot of commas. Give it up to Jalen Hurts on the Thursday Hurts Day. Once again and again. Jason Kelsey also seems to be big on Cam Jurgens. Like, he just couldn't stop. If I was to sit here and say everything he was saying, we'd be here all damn day. Like, he just feels that he's ready. If it was left to Kelsey, I believe Cam Jurgens would be starting right tackle, right guard right now, as far as he sees it. Because he just bigged him up. He said he's ready, he's strong, he's stronger than people that he lets on. His strength to size ratio is out of this world. So he's big in Cam Jurgens' corner to be that starting right guard. So it could be crazy. And if what he's telling, I mean, he even went so far as to say that if he wasn't there, he'd be starting. But he made sure to say, the competition is at right guard. There's no competition here at center. You know what I mean? Kelsey, calm that down. Back the flock up, if you will. So that's how he's feeling over there as far as that goes. It's got a lot of off-season optimism, As he said, he put it in straight terms. Basically, the point is everybody at this time has optimism, just like any other team. And I love that he has that level of, what else would we expect from Jason Kelsey? Just that level of levity, just cool, calm. Whoa, I'm flocked up over here, aching up. What's going on with the Eagle Maniac? Whoa. So we got that going on. A lot of off-season optimism, and I just love his level of he's a grounded dude, you know what I mean? Like, he's a captain, been here for a while, part of our overall culture, if not the glue, if the culture itself, So I just love that we have his presence along with Jalen Alexander the Great Hurts, along with BG, along with Fletcher Cox, just these tried and true Eagles in this locker room just to keep this thing going together. And we always feel great after a great run like we had last season. Just feels a bit different this season. We'll see how this plays out. Once again, we are in the bowl season. Now, next up is my guy, Bradbury. I don't know about y'all. I felt about Bradbury. He got into all that other stuff. To me, though, he seems a bit more upbeat. And then I put this down prior to me learning that he accepted less from the Eagles than what he had been offered in other places. So that just tells me two things. He's comfortable. He loves this locker room and what this locker room entails. And also he sees himself as having a chance to go further here with us than you would anywhere else. Much like Ali, the Jalen Alexander the Great Hurts says, we're stronger together when we fly together. Oh, yeah. So, those are the two ways I see that. Also, not to mention, when you're taking less, you really want to be in the place where you're at, if you're going to take a bit of a short on ones and, because you could tell last season, he probably felt a bit like a mercenary, albeit he still went out and did his job like a tried and true mercenary that, now I don't want to say tried and true mercenary that he is, but he has been a few stops right now at this point. This is his third stop in the league. Hired gun. He goes out and gets it, shuts it down wherever he goes, Too bad, the wee men couldn't put around him what he needed, so he came over here to a team that really does it the right way, He couldn't bow down with those wee men or them bow boys, if you're going to put that out there. But yeah, to the wee men. I can't help it. So we got Bradbury talking that. He seems a bit more upbeat. I'm loving that. To the Juju things, he said he didn't like the postcard, and basically the part I loved about it, we'll see on the field. And I didn't like that. And we'll leave that at that, because he's the type of dude to let his play talk for itself, as opposed to all that back and forth, posting postcards, Mr. TikTok does over there and all that. And can't wait to see that game one. Yeah, I think I'm also, speaking of game one, I'm going to have to veer off of my naturally intended plans, because the tickets for that game are crazy. Might have to pop up game. We're gonna figure out. You know what? Because it seems what happens is whenever I say it, you want to make God laugh, tell me your plans, type deals like that. That ticket is crazy. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm loving how Bradbury's looking coming up in the camp. Next person up is Dallas Gotti in the building. He a few points that I took from him was that he feels that much like me. Much like I'm seeing and hearing a lot of other people hop on this flock train real quick and see what I'm picking up, what I'm laying down, basically. Saying that Dan Arnold, is Dan Arnold? Is it Dan Arnold? Am I bugging right now? It sounds crazy. Isn't that Roseanne's man's name? Oh, we'll call him Arnold for now, right? Until I look back, because I haven't written down his name. I can't see myself putting down the wrong name. And I'm the guy that was big up on this dude for years, man. Threw him on some fantasy teams. Shout out to Big Inf out there. He put me the Wee Men fan, He put me on to Dan Arnold a few years ago. Looked up on him. Saw a few other writers writing about him, Thought he was going to have a breakout year quite a few times. He's got all the metrics. Goddard feels the same. He feels that he has all the potential in the world. He said the tight end room is feeling great right now. He also spoke on Jalen Hurts, too, said he never met anyone who wants to win as bad as him. He's pretty much echoing everyone else's sentiments across who's ever come in contact with this dude or is a fan of Jalen Hurts. You can't help but feel that's really the aura I feel coming off of him, minus the comments, which can't be minus. There's nothing but pluses on that side. That's how he feels. And then as far as the Super Bowl, he feels, it's the worst loss of his life. Seems to have hit him hard, much like everyone else on the team. And, they've all spoke about how, they They got over that. They moved on from that, of course, much like us, like a lot of the fans have. Not really. I'm pretty sure a lot of us out there are still feeling, but these dudes are consummate professionals. I can't see them doing anything but moving on from it. He had heard Jason Kelsey talking about it a lot on the podcast with his brother. A few days, boom, take that, and if anything, it has made him hungrier. Because Travis Kelsey told Jason Kelsey as much after his loss in the Super Bowl to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, dude, it just got me out here. And, Jason Kelsey couldn't quite grasp me because all he knew was winning the Super Bowl. Like, really? Like, how does that even work? Felt that maybe, after a loss like that, you'd be like, you know what, time to lay this down. I did what I did. Finished pretty almost at the top. But Jason Kelsey seems to be only coming back stronger, more hungrier, That's that. Oh, and then one last person we got to meet was Alex Tanny. He stepped up to the mic, spoke a little bit, and my takeaway from him, you may disagree. It was just me, quick take on Alex Tanny. No, don't know. I mean, of course, we've seen him in the league for years. He's been back up to so many Eli Mannings, amongst other quarterbacks, and now he's in our quarterback room, leading the quarterback room, quarterbacks coach. Looking to gain a good rapport with Jalen Hurts on top of the rapport that they already have. And just to me, the quick takeaway, he looks and sounds like Steichen to me. You could agree or disagree. Just a quick take right off top. He had the brim low. Sounded, it was just it felt crazy. Who knows? Maybe this is why they do certain things the way they do these certain things, man. It's funny as hell. And yeah, that's that. As far as what I took from the presser. And next up in the flock pot, dude, I thought I was gonna be in and out of here. Dude, this one is loaded up already. I'm long-winded, y'all. I can't help myself. It's been a fast time since the last time, but so much has happened, man. So, oh man, that's real quick before we get into the next thing, the flock pot, because I'm gonna go off on that one too. But who was it? The Titans. We had our schedule released, the dogs and all that. Found out that one of the dogs should have known this, but the video was so fast, and I'm like, all right, like it just wasn't funny. It was cute, and I wasn't feeling the cutesy. Y'all remember how I felt the night of the schedule release, so I wasn't really on it here to be entertained by cuteness at that point because of a few personal things as far as the schedule mapped out pertaining to me and my personal likes and gripes and how the schedule went. Whatever the case may be, the Titans had a schedule release also. And their schedule release seemed to come from the Jimmy Kimmel vein of things, hitting the streets and asking people. They were basically holding up logos of teams and asking them what team this was, right? So when it came to the Colts logo, the horseshoe, everyone and damn near everyone who came up and answered thought it was the Cowboys. So I pose this question to you, Flock, Eagle Nation, Bird Gang, and anyone affiliated with the Eagleverse, How can this team be called America's team when America doesn't even know what their logo is? Like, really? What is this? It's crazy. Baffles me. Cracked me to flock up. And I just loved it. This is probably one of the best things that I saw today. You know what I mean? So let me know what y'all think about that. Please do. Okay. Crack me the flock up. And next up, basically, is our signings as it stands right now. Real quick. Steen and Brown signed today. They are the 4th and 5th. They were the 4th and 5th. No, the 4th and 5th draft picks. 23 draft picks assigned to the Eagles. Joining the number 1 pick, defensive tackle Jalen Carter. 6th round draft pick, Tanner McKee. 7th round selection, Moro Ojomo, leaving only Nolan and Keely Rango as the 2 dudes left to sign from this star-studded, star-packed, vacuum packed? Star-studded, loaded, just haul that we made in this 2023 draft. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of good guys. I'm loving it here. Even to go as far as the undrafted free agents that we signed. I did not take my Genko Biloba today. The Eagle Maniac is all over the place. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, man, so we're just locking this thing up. 2 guys left to go. I'm pretty sure these dudes will sign very shortly. Coming up very quick. Smith and Ringo being those, because who else they want? Nothing crazy is going to happen over there. But Steen and Brown, locked up, flocked up. We in here. Not to mention, I believe Brown changed his number to 21 with the release of Chacharé. You know, I feel like at some point down the line, we'll see Shasha back on the practice squad. Probably with another number though, man. But you know, dude, just happy these guys signed up, and I had something else to say about it, but of course I couldn't help myself dip my beak into other videos and all that, and I don't want to say anything else that anybody else has already said. It just doesn't feel right. It makes me feel icky. You know what I mean? Another content creator said it, and I'm hopping on here saying the same thing. But I will give you my take on their takes. So basically, what was it? Who did I see real quick? Just feel like Steen and Brown. Actually, I turned it off because I didn't want it to affect my video. But Steen and Brown, those two feel they're gonna have. Those are two dudes that I feel are going to have a profound effect on this lineup this season. You heard how Kelsey feels about Cam Jurgens already. But Steen, is another guy right there. Just love his fit, the ability, what he's going to do, what he can do for this team. He can play almost any position along this offensive line, which is what we needed after losing such a good guy like Sayamalo, who Kelsey says feels is irreplaceable. Of course, these guys are different, but no one is Sayamalo. Those guys had a very cool relationship. You know what I mean? You see him after games sometimes chilling by their cars, starting up, little campfire, not campfires. You know what it is. You sit around, you make a fire, not a bonfire. But yeah, anyway, sitting around a fire, putting back a few natty lights and all that, chilling out after a game. I love this team, man. Just love the camaraderie they have. But you would see Kelsey, Sayamalu, Dickerson, just hanging out after the game, throwing back a few beers. It's the cool stuff. That's the thing. That's the glue. Those are the things that make a team a team. And friends even more. So he feels that the Steelers got to still with Sayamalu. But just happy to see Steen flocked in, and Brown signed up, you know what I mean? About to fly up like we do when we fly together, we fly higher. You know how this thing goes, man. But until the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. You know what we got around this time, about this time, at this time. We got questions. We got questions for you, NFL. We got questions for you, NFC. But most importantly, we got questions for you, NFC East. What you gonna do when Eagle Mania swoops down and runs wild on you? Woo! Play my music, King Star. EAGLES. Eagles. Woo! I'm loving it, man. Just can't wait till the season starts, y'all. What? Oh, yeah. Just loving how these guys are talking. Everything's just coming together. We're getting that thing going. The bowl season. It's moving along. Oh, yeah.